friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is gross and gray outside, but I have so many plant chores that I need to do. I have made myself a list, and I don't think that's all of them. And I thought we could do a cozy plant chores day together. So maybe grab some watering, repotting, stuff that you need to do plant chore wise, and we can chill out and do them together because that makes it way more fun. Before we get into it though, I want to say if you're new here and you don't know me already, hi, my name is Emma and I make houseplanting content all over the internet. So if you want to follow along with my houseplanting journey and maybe learn something along the way, stick around, watch some more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. Let's get on into it. And I guess we could start by reading this list. I feel like I've got so much to do. And they all feel like quite big tasks, which kind of defeats the purpose of a cozy plant chores, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I gotta do these things. So, I want to sulfur treat my golden pothos, the two that are on the ceiling. You actually can't see any in this exact clip, but the two that are on the ceiling here, because I think I want to join those two together because I may as well show you, because I want to put my Raphidophora tetrasperma in this spot, and so this tetrasperma is the one that climbs up on the wall here, and then this pothos goes where the other one is. And so I think that makes sense to do, and I mean, if I'm taking them down already, I may as well sulfur treat them, so it just makes sense. And if I'm moving this over, then I have more space here, and I think I want to potentially, maybe, put my glorious in this spot, kind of where the tetrasperma is right now, because this will be over one. I think, because where it is right now in my home, it is like basically touching the ceiling, and it won't, like, it cannot put out a new leaf there. And so I need to figure out something different for that situation. So there's that. There's some things I'm thinking about chopping, things I'm thinking about taking out of the cabinet, some cuttings to pot up, but I think the main thing is rearranging this corner. It just feels like such a big task. I know it's not, but it feels like it right now. So let me, I guess, start taking these down off the ceiling and get them in the bathtub to... Should I repot them first? Or is that silly? I really don't think it matters. I'm just overthinking all of this at the minute. Let me just take them down and then we can decide whether or not we want to repot them first or second. It's just so long. I think I can repot them first. I feel like that makes sense. So I found this pot, which I feel like is a little bit bigger, but that really does not fit. Let me see. Is this the same size? I mean, it's a tiny bit bigger, so maybe that one will work. Maybe. I don't think I've ever repotted these two either. I have had them for quite a long time. The same amount of time. I actually bought them together to go over in our bed in the old flat. So I don't think I have ever repotted them. But I think it's time. And I think they could definitely go into a single pot. And it would be much bushier, which I think I would like. I genuinely think I can just repot them together. And I will give them a bit of a soil refresh because I've not ever repotted these. So I think they are in the soil that they originally came with, which, I mean, there's no problem with that. It's been fine for this whole time. Maybe I have repotted them because they're in different pots. I don't know. Either way, it's been a long time since I have done anything with them, so a soil refresh wouldn't be the worst. Oh my god. Look at those roots. Will they be able to fit in the same pot? Also, these are incredibly dry. It's been a minute since I watered. So rooted. Okay, let's look at this one. Also extremely rooted. All right, good. I don't know if these will fit in the same pot unless I like really squish them together. But I think I can do. I think I can do that. It might just take a minute of taking some of these roots out. I suppose I could root prune them as well to help them fit in the same pot. Because I don't particularly need this one to grow fantastically or anything. That doesn't really matter to me because it's kind of more as decoration in my home rather than plants that I want to see grow loads. I mean, it'll grow loads regardless. Pothos are so incredibly hardy. So I honestly don't even think this will be a setback for it. I just get loads of this soil out from the inside. I'm definitely breaking some roots, but that's fine. Will they both be able to fit in this if I like really squish them? Maybe. Oh, we're gonna try. We are going to try our darndest. Because why not? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, it's just a pothos. This is probably one of the easiest plants that I can get a hold of for like very little if I really mess this up. So may as well try. And I mean, I don't suggest this. Don't try this at home. If you don't want to risk your plant, but I'm willing to risk this one a little bit because it should be absolutely fine. I cannot see it being unhappy, but just in case it is, maybe don't risk it off the bat. There's so many roots in here. Oh my goodness. I mean, they both fit. There's just not that much room for soil around the edges, which I don't know. Like, it should be fine. The answer probably is use a bigger pot, but I don't think I have a bigger pot. This is the biggest I have before this weird white one. Unless I cut this white one. Let me try something. Let me grab some scissors and we can give something a try. So I'm just gonna cut just below this lip. Okay, it's definitely not the prettiest thing. But it's wider. Was that dumb? Was that dumb? Was that dumb? It might have been dumb. No, it wasn't dumb. It wasn't dumb. It wasn't dumb. Let's fill this up. And I mean, if it looks terrible in this, it doesn't matter because you won't be able to see that cash pot or the nursery pot because the cash pot is in the way. Get down in there. There we go. It is so full. Cool. And then that just sits nicely in there. Fabulous. And now I have this like huge, big, long, gigantic, huge pothos. Oh, do I even want to spray it? Or should I just say F it and put it back up? Honestly, I'm just gonna put it back up. I know that's probably not the right answer, but I don't really care. I don't want to spray this. Maybe I'll give it like a really thorough showering to get the silver spots off, because then I never have to take it down again. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's bring this to the bathroom. It's so long. Oh my god. Do I have enough plant? I'm really not sure. So I decided it would be best if I hung it up in the shower so the leaves can kind of get a little bit more airflow on them to hopefully dry quicker. So I've kind of made this like octopus pothos contraption that just like is kind of growing wild in here. Not mad at it though. I kind of wish this could live here all the time. So while I have my potting mat here, I think I might pot up these Synthapsis exotica props because, let me see if I can show you. Look at those roots in there. It's got roots. And I have also never repotted this one. So I feel like it just makes sense to get these in the mother plant. And honestly, if I do this well, or if I do this at all, I'll be kind of accomplishing one of my 2024 goals, which is not be as crap at propagating, because I normally would just like leave this for years and years and years and never put it back into the mother plant and just end up swapping it away or throwing it away because I don't want it anymore, which is dumb, I know. And that's why I do not want to do that. But I think this should be very ready to pot up. At least some of them. Maybe some of them aren't, but like that one's done. It's done a tiny bit. Tiny little bit of rootage in there, so maybe that one's good. That's done nothing, so that can go away. And when I say go away, I mean it's going into the bin, because if it doesn't root, it doesn't root, and that's fine. Like, as you can see, I've got so many cuttings of this one, it really does not matter. If like one or two of them don't do the thing that I want them to do, that's fine. That one's done phenomenally. Okie doke. Yeah, that soil is like just peat or core or something. It really needs some more drainage in there. Long term, I mean it's been absolutely fine in this, but I feel like it could be better. Why not put it in some nice Soil Ninja stuff? If you didn't know, I am an affiliate with Soil Ninja. New customers can get 10% off if you use my discount code, which is there in the description if you want it. Absolutely no pressure if you don't want to. But I friggin' love this stuff. And I've had nothing but good successes with it. So I highly recommend if you want to give it a go. Much fuller, and this can go back on the shelf above my bed. Actually, I need to give it a good water first. Maybe I'll put a water up there. water the other things while I'm up here too. Okay, because I want to be moving the Rephidaphora for tetrasperma over, I think I need to uninstall this hook because I'm not gonna have something hanging there. It's gonna be this guy instead. So it's obviously left a couple holes in the wall, but I'm just gonna ignore that because it's kind of gonna be covered by this anyways. Okay, so I actually got this plant stand from Amazon in order to put this on. And I think I'm gonna put it on the low setting, just there. I think that should be fine, honestly. There we go. Okay, that's really low. Also, that's like really close to my desk. That's like on top of my desk here. Like, I already barely have any room at my desk. Whoa. Let's try the other way up. See if we like that any better. I mean, I do like that better, TBH. The question is now, though, will the Glorious fit here? Probably not with the Majestic there. Let me go grab it and we can see, because maybe it'll look fine. I had this like grand plan about how this was gonna work, and I feel like it's just not gonna work the way I wanted it to. Yeah, that's a no. At that height at least, it's an absolutely not. Okay. This is gonna be like entirely trial and error. None of it might work, all of it might work. We will see. That's honestly still too low. I'm used to seeing it so high up, and so this looks really low. I don't know. I've also got this plant stand, which I got on Etsy ages and ages ago. Maybe if the plant is higher up, I would like it better. But the problem with this one is you need a freaking massive pot to fit into it. And I don't know if I have a pot big enough on hand that I'm not using in a minute. And there's like literally no way to make it smaller. Let me see what I can find that fits into this. This one fits, but I don't really like the vibe of that one. I don't know why I bought this pot. I mean, actually I do. It was from IKEA. It was easy. Maybe if I put it in there, but I'll need something to put it on top of just to give it a little bit more height, I think. That looks so dumb. Because look how tiny the pot is in comparison. Oh gosh, okay. But that's a better height for this plant. Okay. Maybe I can pad it out like I did with my Monstera in the other room where I've got other things in it as well. But I do need to get something underneath it because it is quite deep in that. So I use these kinds of things to actually go at the bottom. I'll put them upside down in the pot and they can sit on top. So I grabbed a couple to see what size works best for what we want. Probably the tallest one, you know. Yeah, the tallest one is the answer. But I definitely need to find some like other bits to put in here to fill this bottom bit out. Oh, excuse me. Oh, stepped on a cup. To fill it out a little bit. Will this even fit next to that? Ah! Oh my goodness. I feel like half of what I'm doing is all for naught. And I'm not enjoying it. Because I feel like it would look better if it was just this in this zone. And this could go somewhere else, maybe? Okay, let's try moving this. Well, it's gonna need to learn to face the other direction because obviously in the other room it was facing the window the other way and the grow light the other way, so it's gonna, I would hope, slowly turn itself this way. But I also need to, I've been filling up this moss pole so freaking often. It's just constant. That's almost too tall. Because like the next leaf will come out and it'll be touching the ceiling. This is an absolute quandary. What about just that one there? Is that gonna be too low? It just like is really low. But maybe having it lower is better because it gives it more room to grow. Oh my god, that space looks so empty. Also, that will annoy me. I am, like, I had this whole vision in my mind and now I feel like all of it is just not working the way I wanted it to. I feel like I need something in between those two. How mad do you think Joe would be if I put this plant on his bedside table like this? He did have the Majestic on it before, so it's like not that different. also want to secure it to the shelf up there so it stands better. I mean, it does look good there. And then I could still put the tetrasperma there. Okay, that actually looks really nice. I'll have to speak to Joe when he gets home though about this, because I don't know if he's gonna like that very much. Hopefully he won't mind too much, but we will see. I mean, it really doesn't impede any of his actual bedside table. It's just the airspace above it. He doesn't really use the airspace above it for anything, so. But then we need to fit, oh, I can put my Majestic where the Glorious was, and everything in that zone can just like get a little bit more light down for that. I do need to put some more moss in the Glorious here before I like fully lock this into the zone. So let's do that really quick. I'm really sad that I am probably gonna have to cut this at some point because it really cannot get much taller than this in my home. That should be fine. Those aerial roots will eventually pop into that pole because they already have started doing that on the one that I did, I swear, in my last Plant Chores video. That's how fast this friggin' plant grows. So, cool. I feel like we're in a good place with this. If this can go on the bedside table, that would be my ideal. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I am in distress. I cannot believe I did that. Oh my god. Look. It caught on that. My new big leaf. It was so perfect. That makes me so sad. I'm so annoyed at myself. So I made a little contraption in the back. I managed to feed a zip tie through the shelf and then attached a bit of garden wire to the garden Velcro on the pole. So now it is like held up in place there. I should probably cut those cable ties off because they don't look fantastic. But now this one cannot move from this spot. So I'm actually really loving how this is looking like that. Though this is like quite close, maybe like 1.5 meters away from a southwest facing window because we don't get any freaking light here in the UK. I think I would want to put a grow light in. I just don't right now have another clamp or like fitting for this one. But I was thinking I could put it like there or something, and then it would shine on the Plitophorum, the Glorious, their Phaedophora tetrasperma. It would even get like their burley marks, variegata, some light. Because if I clamped it onto like that up there, that would look good. Even if I clamped it here, no, I think I'd want it up there. If I could possibly get it to go up there, that'd be great. But I need to order a new clamp to make that happen because I don't have one off the top of my head. Yeah, I was either thinking having it do that or this way, but I really don't like it that way. So I think that makes a lot more sense. And this one would only go on in like the evening. like an hour before sunset or so when most of my other grow lights go on. The only reason these ones in the office go on is because this area, the little alcoves, get literally zero light even if it's sunny. Maybe the one on this, the one behind you, gets a tiny bit of sun if it's sunny, but that one gets absolutely nothing. So if I want plants up there, there needs to be a grow light there. But I think having that there would do these plants some good. And then eventually their Phytophthora tetrasperma will grow up its moss pole, and then I'm gonna let it crawl on the ceiling where the pothos was before, so along here. I think that will look good. But in the meantime, I actually don't mind the space how it is. It's okay that it's a little bit more empty in that zone. It's fine. I'm actually really liking it. I know I always get like super stressed out in the middle of a project of like rearranging because like things aren't working the way I want them to, and I'm just like tired of this, and I've probably gotten hot and sweaty, which I mean I have. So I just get so frustrated, and I'm just like, I want this to be over and done with, and like, why did I even think this could happen? Yay. But this is actually exactly how I wanted it to work from the beginning. I don't know why I didn't think that this would work, because it works perfectly. I think it was just getting the height of the glorious correct. And now we have a huge space in the living room to put some other stuff. Probably mostly the majestic, but that area we can sort out together as well. I'm here for this. I like it a lot. So we can actually take several things off this list. I'm gonna cross off sulfur, the golden pothos, because I CBA. I did join them together already though, and once they're dry, I will put them back up. Bedroom corner rearrange has occurred. Syndapsis has gone into the pot. Look how empty it is without my freaking gigantic plant here. I mean, it looks really weird. But at the very least, I need to put the majestic in this corner because it has been completely displaced. But maybe I can figure something else out to get, like, not cover things as much, because this Sansi light is incredibly bright. We discovered that in my grow lights video, the deep dive. And it'd be great if I can get my Tycon some more light, because it is currently not getting enough light there, especially when it was like entirely blocked before by the glorious. So, and also my dubia I think would benefit from more light, and now that it will not be blocked, it can probably get some. So let's figure this out. So I could have just put that there, but I've also got the stand it was on before, and that could potentially go on top of the speaker I have there, because we've got the Sonosis. It doesn't really matter where the Sonos goes, but I could put that there, and then that goes a bit higher, create some height, and then I can even put a plant in there. Not necessarily a big one, definitely not a big one, and maybe one there as well. I wonder if this would look good there. Wait, absolutely not. That looks horrendous. Still no. Nope, this is going back where it was. I tried. That did not work. I feel like that's the right shape of plant. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah. That looks really good like that, actually. And it really, like, lightens up that area quite a lot because it was feeling really, really heavy, especially since that zone is also like hugely packed. It was feeling really overwhelming. So now that this part is less overwhelming, I feel like that's a good thing for everyone. I am also kind of tempted to turn this grow light on a bit more frequently because one, it's super strong, so it could get all the way to the back and like they'll still get some light, better than none. But a lot of y'all have been saying after I was talking about my Tycon that it might not be getting enough light, which is absolutely a fair assessment because it is not in the brightest spaces. You can see this, like, I mean, the camera almost makes it brighter in here, but it is getting very, very low light. So if I have this light on more frequently, so right now it's coming on an hour before sunset, but I think I might swap it to 2 hours. I wish I could only do that on cloudy days, but my smart meter Google system is not smart enough to like know the weather at home. So yeah, it definitely needs it today though. Maybe I'll turn it on now because it is raining and dismal outside. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna turn both of them on because it is really, really dark. But they're getting much, much, much more light here now. And maybe I'll be able to get the Majestic to size up here as well. That would be freaking awesome if I could. Okay, yes, I'm actually loving that. I feel like it's working really, really well for my space. This bad boy is dry now. All the leaves are nice and dry, and so we can put it back up in my room. See how much more it fills up the space than done before. So it's definitely bushier at the base of the plant and a little bit bushier along the top, but not phenomenally. I think in time all of that bushiness will grow out, which would be awesome, but until then I think it looks good there. Just having a look at my tasks, and honestly I think I am going to be ending this video here. I don't feel like I have that much more in me. Like, I know I didn't do all that much, but my brain is feeling tired from all that thinking about the rearranging, and I'm feeling really happy with what I have here, and so I feel like I may as well end on a positive note as opposed to like starting another task and potentially getting myself more stressed out. So even though I didn't finish all of my plant chores today, that is absolutely fine. And maybe I can do another plant chores video where I get some more of those done another time. So if that's something that you want, put this little emoji down below in the comments and I can know that y'all want that and hopefully make that happen for you. Otherwise, I'll just do them on my own. So that is it for me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and leave a comment on other houseplanty things you'd like me to talk about in the future, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to keep growing. Bye!